When William Samoei Ruto ascended to power, he had very many names. Some called him the chief hustler, the man who understood the predicaments of those who are at the lowest pyramid of the economy. Some called him the man who was sent from God because, according to some of his supporters, for the very first time, God gave us a leader who was holier, a man who was responsible and was acting according to God's directions. Many did not hide their frustrations because they believed William Ruto was going to change our economy. In fact, when William Ruto was campaigning, he had campaigned on a platform to resuscitate our economy. I remember his competitors campaigned on a platform of fighting corruption. And when William Ruto took to the podium, he first announced to Kenyans that the only reason why Kenya had not progressed socially, economically, and politically is because ever since we got independent, Kenya has never had a leader who was able to make hard and tough decisions. And on that, he assured Kenyans that he was there to make the hardest decisions to make Kenya work and progress. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our channel. Now, many people are asking, what are some of these hard decisions that William Ruto is seeking to make? And then, before we knew it, the Finance Bill 2023 came, and it came with proposals to increase VAT on petroleum products. And you know that when you increase VAT on petroleum products, everything hikes. It came also with the proposed levy on housing. People like Okia Mutata went to court. The Azimio led concerned Kenyans to the streets to try and fight this very retrogressive bill. All the same, using their numbers and bragging very enthusiastically, they passed the Finance Bill 2023. As a result, fuel went up. As a result, we are now paying housing levy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that with each and every subsequent year, we have a finance bill. And this time round, we are in May, and there is a proposed Finance Bill 2024. Remember, in the Finance Bill 2023, even those who supported it started crying foul. People like our farmers from Mount Kenya are now crying over levies on avocado. Now, we have the Finance Bill 2024. And with it, I want us to look at it very briefly because these are part of the levies that William Ruto was talking about, and these are the hard decisions that William Ruto wanted to take. Allow me to take you through what it means. More pain for Kenyans as government proposes new VAT on bread, vehicles, border borders, and etc. President William Ruto's administration has proposed sweeping changes to the country's value-added tax system that will see the government raid pockets of millions of Kenyans in the cost of various commodities. So I want us to look at them. One, which is topping the list, is bread. There is a VAT. They have proposed a 16% of VAT on bread, and this is now removing, or bread was actually exempted from tax. Now they have brought it back, and there is a 15%. That means they're adding at least 10%. A 400-gram loaf of bread could shoot from 65 shillings to 75 shillings. This is a basic need. They are also planning to introduce some taxes on motor vehicles. The tax is called motor vehicle tax, and it shall be payable to the commissioner on each motor vehicle at the time of issuance of insurance cover. By the time you are taking the insurance cover, the insurance company giving you the insurance shall remit that proposed levy on vehicle within 5 days after they have issued you with the insurance cover. And they're saying that it will be the motor vehicle tax has been pegged at 2.5% of the value of the vehicle, and it shall not be less than 5,000, not more than 100,000. So that is on vehicle. And we are also told that those who are taking the lovers of liquor, that the lovers of wine will pay more with a proposed change of 243.34 per liter. But those who are taking beer at least have got reprieve, because we are told that the bill is proposing 142.4 per liter, down from the current 253. So those who are taking beer are lucky. The Finance Bill 2024 is also proposing telephone and internet service to go up from 15 to 20%, from 15% and 20%. So you know what that means. Those who are using internet services and telephone making calls, that will increase. So prepare for that. Money transfer services have also been increased. The bill proposes to increase it from 15 to 20%. So if you look at Twitter today, Mpesa is trending. So moving forward, sending as little as 1 bob, 10 shillings will cost you, because the bill proposes to increase taxes. Gaming, those who love betting and lottery, the bill also proposes to increase up to 20% from 12.5%. So the charges will increase. Other charges include VAT on mosquito repellents, tea packaging materials, foliar feeds, and biostimulants, as well as agricultural pest control products. You can imagine that. And as the bill prepares to get to Parliament, Kenyans are already preparing to start payments in the Social Health Insurance Fund. Remember, we also have the housing levy there. There are a lot of taxes. So, this is Finance Bill 2024. The Finance Bill 2023 is dealt with, it is done and dusted. This is also going to pass, because anyone who will go to court, the courts will be, our court will be threatened. Now, people are shocked. I want you to see what Dennis Itumbi is saying, because Itumbi has taken to fighting people on social media. Some of the members of parliament who spoke about it was the member of parliament, my member of parliament, Alego Songa, Sam Atande. He said that more taxes are needed to fund large intestines of many State House economic advisors. And Itumbi took to that, and Itumbi was saying, Sasa, an elected MP relying in fake news to do commentary on the finance bill, and you have access to the bill. I have sent you a copy on WhatsApp. Jisome, then comment. Relying on Wongo on steroids by nation media is an insult to your legislative role. So Itumbi has got an issue here. Now he also commented, because nation media has got this line that bread Mpesa hit in 324 billion new tax plan, because all these taxes are supposed to finance Ruto's new budget. And Itumbi did not have kind words. Dear Nation Media Africa, you love fake news. Bread is not touched. Wacheni sensational reporting. So Itumbi is fighting each and every person. Now, the reason why Kenyans felt very bitter about this is because yesterday there were headlines and we were informed that Ruto's group of advisors, if you look at David D, who is heading the Council of Economic Advisors, and you look at Monica Juma, a former cabinet secretary in Ruto's in Uhuru's government, who is advising on security matters. We also have the former treasury boss who had that case, the Kimarer and Aror. Henry Rotich is also there, who is heading the budgetary allocation. We have a group or an office advising Ruto on matters environment and climatic changes. Then another office advising Ruto on matters gender. We were told that this group alone will gobble 1.14 billion Kenya shillings. That's why you can see a Tandy there saying that we have increased proposed increment on taxes to finance large intestines of Ruto State House advisors. So people are not very happy. Hustlers were told that Ruto was going to form a government that would be very friendly to their pocket. You can see. Uhuru warned people, if you look at social media again, Uhuru is trending. I remember Uhuru mocking people that you are told semeni dynasty mbaya hasla itawale. Now hii ndio serikali ya hasla. Things are getting thicker. This is a man who accused Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga as a people who did not understand the pain of the hustlers. And he told them that he started as an egg vendor. He was selling eggs. And then he rose up to where he is and he told them, I know the pain of being jobless. I know the pain of going through hard times. But he told them, Raila and Uhuru Kenyatta are people who are brought up in street house, and therefore he told them they did not understand our pains. Ladies and gentlemen, this is serious. Because even after this, Finance Bill 2025 will come because each and every year we have a finance bill and they are busy protecting it. They have the numbers and there's nothing we can do. If you look at attempts to oster Mythical and Turi, they have the numbers and we have a lot of bribery allegations. So they have the numbers and there's nothing you can do. They can even bribe members of parliament to pass this bill. I want to see whether Rigathi Gachagua will still order Mount Kenya members of parliament to pass this bill. The other time he did that, then he regretted it because his farmers were crying foul. But it is a collective responsibility. They must pass it. What do you think about your government? This is the government that you told us is taking instructions from God, the government of hustlers, the government who said they have a plan. Everything has gone up, and they are very, very clever. They raised the prices of petroleum products very exorbitantly, and because we had middlemen who were benefiting when they were very sure that they had gotten what they wanted, they had made profit, then they started reducing it pole pole. And they knew Kenyans would start praising William Ruto as a very, very president who is listening to the hustlers. It is very sad. 16% on bread, surely. You know, very many households in towns depend on bread. It is readily available. You can run to your kiosk, get it, take your tea, and the children go to school. It is easy to carry. It is what most households will pack to their children as they go to school. This tells you, because this is still going to be discussed in parliament, they might even add more. They might even include milk because bread and milk always go together. When you think you've had enough of Zakai's government, Hashuki anaendelea kupanda. When you're calling upon him to climb down, he's not descending. Now this time round, Azimio fraternity, Azimio supporters and their leaders are not going to the street, because when they went to the streets to at least force the government to relook into the Finance Bill 2023, you were told that they wanted to sabotage Ruto's government. They wanted your businesses to collapse. So this time round, let us feel it. Let us know that every choices have got consequences. We are in this together, and as we told you, when we highlight some of these things, people tell us that we are alarmists. We never see anything good in this government, but we are in it. When the price of bread increases, it increases for you and I, both the supporters of Kenya Kwanza and Azimio. And let me tell you, as I just conclude, in Kenya we only have two communities. They have and they have nots. Whether you're supporting Kenya Kwanza or Azimio, if you don't have, if you live below $1 a day, then you're in for it. I don't know whether we will learn, because there are people who are ready to sleep hungry as long as their man is in power. I don't know what you think, ladies and gentlemen, but even Denis Itumi was shocked. That is why he's fighting everyone. He doesn't believe that bread can be touched. He doesn't believe that this proposal can touch on bread. This is very serious, ladies and gentlemen, and it only means that we have a government that does not care. We have a government that did not even have a plan in the first place. We have a government that hoodwinked us as they rose to power.